podcast link and be like, "Girl, I
No.
stole your
No, I didn't
earrings."
mean to. I didn't mean to.
Uh-huh. Yes, Money, Mari, we're live on the air. I got some good music lined up already for this hour, and I'm excited about this. I got Bad Religion, Mammoth WVH, new music from them, and Pennywise Broham. Yeah, you don't know the Broham song? Yeah, you do. I guarantee you know it, yes, because it's the one that goes, oh, oh. It's like a chant. It's really nice. Okay, here, I want here. You're gonna hear just a little bit of it here, so I don't get banned right off the bat. But it is one of those kind of legendary songs. Right here, you're gonna hear just a little bit. Ready?
Mhm.
Oh,
No, no.
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 You 2G, 2G.
Sorry. There's some things I don't know. I just,
It's fine. I mean, there's a lot of
like
stuff.
we're friends,
Yeah.
but like I don't know what you play. I don't.
Well, that's fine. And some of the stuff, to be fair, I don't know what I play when they throw out some obscure stuff. But I'm the type of person who's like into all different types of music. I even know some country. Some country. I wouldn't even go that far.
So are you looking forward to Usher's halftime performance?
No, actually,
it's Usher?
yes, it's Usher. And
Bowl.
well,
I'm super excited.
Usher allegedly has like super herpes. Have you heard this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why did you do that? Why did you bring that up?
Yeah,
We're talking about music.
That's
You
true.
went straight to STDs.
I know. I don't know why I gotta be a
I-
hater like that. You're right. You're right.
I didn't come to you and tell you all your artists had STDs.
I'm playing Green Day right now. And Billy Joel, the lead singer of Green Day, has been married to his wife since like the 90s, like 30 years. No STDs.
Mm.
Yeah. But they didn't ask him to perform the Super Bowl. I mean,
So you could only perform at the Super Bowl if you have STDs.
yeah, I mean, who'd we have last year? Rihanna? No, I'm not hating. Rihanna's last halftime show was spectacular too
was.
because she was pregnant and they made her float. So do you think that Usher, I mean, he's getting older. Do you think he still has the cardio to do all those dance moves? And yeah,
Did you not see his performances or his videos when he was like in Vegas doing his residency? He still had it. He got
Okay.
it. He was still taking other man's women. Like it was scandalous.
he could do that. I don't know why I hate on Usher. I mean, I was a club DJ for many years, and if it wasn't for Usher's, yeah, I don't know if
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
ever get a dance floor started.
There's gonna be a lot of hate. There's gonna be a lot of hate on him. I already know it. But I mean, if it was like a random country star or like a rock star that I don't know but if it was someone that's been around for over 30 years like Usher was, then maybe I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Here's what I don't like about Usher doing the Super Bowl halftime, because he is a legacy act, but he really had a window of like 10 years. I mean, he was a child phenom, but he hasn't done anything relevant in 20 years. That I don't necessarily like. Oh, what's your favorite song of Usher's in the last 10 years?
In the last 10 years?
Yeah, in the last
let me bring up
decade.
his
Yes, please. It's 2024. So what has he had since 2014 on?
I just want to get your attention.
Is that his song?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but that's 2003.
Daddy's Home is 2003. Let's look at his.
I'm saying he hasn't done anything relevant in the pop music landscape, not even a feature that broke the top 10 in over a decade. And for that reason alone, I'm not necessarily buzzing about this, and it's not like it's a super legacy act like Dr. Dre was, Dr. Dre is a super legacy act and also included all these megastar artists, right? Usher, yeah, for sure. Little John's going to be there. Maybe who's like Jermaine Dupri might make an appearance. These are all who's to most people in the NFL.
I hear you
except for
hating
Lil
a
Jon.
lot.
I'm not hating.
I hear you hating a
I am
lot.
trying to be like try to be just real. This is an honest perspective, and I think a majority of people will consider that as well. It's not that I'm hating. I just like it just didn't seem like this was a big grab. And maybe, major artists are kind of over it because you don't get paid to do the Super Bowl,
Oh.
and you don't. it's all about promotion. And then usually what artists would do is there would be a windfall of money afterwards because you have this global platform and people are gobbling up your product. But now,
Okay.
we're going to be talking a little bit later on with the band from LA, Dead Posey,
Mhm.
because of the Universal Music Group and TikTok fallout.
Mhm.
So this is actually relevant in
Rihanna
conversation.
hasn't come out with an album in I don't know how long, and Rihanna was still killing it and doing the halftime show.
Yeah, Rihanna was still had like an album and a hit single within the last 10 years. By the time she performed, she still had songs.
Usher had Raymond versus Raymond in 2010, and then had
That's 2010. That's 14 years
and then
ago.
in 2016, he had another album.
Yeah, but nobody listened to. What was What was the lead single of that album?
With a lot of features.
Tons of features, and nobody cared. He literally asked every favor he could pull in and be like, look, guys, people aren't messing with me anymore. Come together and do some features with me so I could have an album that's relevant, and nobody cared. And I'm not saying nobody, look, I'm in the rock world and been in the rock world for 15 years, right? So I'm obviously not the demo that he's going after, but his own demo didn't F with him. Am I wrong? I'm just saying, I'm not hating on Usher. I'm just saying it just doesn't seem like.
But he has an STD.
Okay, that part was
You came
hating.
for his career.
I
His
know.
body. I just asked you if you were excited.
Short answer, no. Long answer, you just heard. In fact, it was a 6-minute answer. But I am open-minded enough that I will watch it, and if he does blow me away, I will be the first to say so and say that I was wrong.
I want you to text me the moment it stops.
I don't think anybody. Okay, I will, and I don't think anybody is speculating that this is going to be the greatest halftime performance of all time. Right?
It's gonna be
Nobody.
very entertaining.
I don't even feel any buzz around this. I mean, but beyond you, because I know that you're, you're crushing on Usher a little
I'm
bit.
an R&B
always.
girly.
Yeah,
That's just what I grew up with.
but is he the king of R&B to you?
It depends.
Nope. See, that was
No,
too long
because
of a thought.
it depends on the era. I mean, like 90s, yes. Then you have like Chris Brown, and you have like there's a whole topic about this.
Who do you think besides Lil Jon, Ludacris, right? They're definitely gonna pop
Lovers
up and
and
perform.
Friends.
Who else do you think is gonna pop up to perform with Usher? Big names. It's even difficult to think, right? Because you're like, I mean, who's he?
But
been?
the thing is, they also try to represent like where they're playing and what teams are playing.
So it's 49ers and it's the Chiefs
It's a lot of Bay.
and a lot of Missouri. So I don't know if Missouri's
the
the R&B capital of the world. Speaking of Muppets, did you hear? I mean, you're with KOLD. Larry David attacked Elmo this morning.
Oh, why?
Yeah. So you saw this already?
It wasn't this morning.
Oh, it was yesterday.
It must have been yesterday. Yeah, it's got to be like a whole Curb Your Enthusiasm thing.
Well, he's out
They're
right
filming
now.
them, I think the last season.
Yeah, he's out. He's got a beef with Elmo.
He said
both,
someone had to do it.
Yeah. The new episode of Curb is dropping here soon, and so yeah, he's doing the media for it. And I guess part of that is, beating up puppets, and I'm kind of all for it, to be honest with you. I'm like, all right. I'm a Larry David fan. Here's somebody who's done some work sporadically every 5 years. Larry David performing halftime at the Super Bowl kind of makes more sense.
Larry David's gonna get himself in a lot of trouble if he keeps having a show.
Yes,
in the world we live in.
And it's funny that you say that too, because he was on the red carpet the other day, and a reporter asked him what his favorite Curb Your Enthusiasm episode was, and he's like, I think it's Palestine chicken.
Oh,
right? And that was,
I remember that.
Yeah, that episode really it showcases the tension between Israel and Palestine through Larry David ways, like a woman. He had a love affair with a Palestinian woman, and yeah, that's the one he said this time, and that's so Larry. All right.
I just want to apologize.
Thank you, Larry.
That's very big of you.
I'm gonna accept your apology,
In front
Larry.
of his
Go
dad.
ahead. Say you're sorry.
Elmo.
Larry,
I just want to apologize.
So he had to apologize for choking out Elmo.
Oh, so he apologized today
Go ahead.
then.
Say you're sorry.
Elmo.
Yes.
That's
Yeah. because he came out of nowhere and just started
Thank you,
attacking
Larry.
Elmo. You know, so
Oh,
I know.
really?
Accept your
Uh-huh. Yeah, in fact, actually, I have that right here. So this is somebody posted this. Larry David beat the shit out of Elmo this morning. I'm like, oh, Jesus. All right, so this is from the Today Show. Check out what happened here. He looks so accomplished.
Like, I did it.
I know. Let's get on here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We got a lot of great music lined up for you this hour. Looks like Valdez just popped in the studio as well. We got Yaz Money. Good morning, Yaz.
Good morning.
We're going to have Dead Posey joining us. And coming up next, your Florida Woman of the Week is a mom who can no longer pick up her kids at school. We're going to talk about that right after this song that Yaz Money doesn't know, but it's a classic. It's
I'm
Pennywise, Bro Him, Rock 102.1 KFMA. You should be sorry. Valdez, sit in the middle chair there, and then we'll straighten out your camera so we can get you both in there. Yeah, it's good to see you. And we also we're going to be talking with a band called Dead Posey. I'll show you who that is here in a little bit. Yeah, and then I got to pull up. You don't know.
I don't know who anybody plays.
We're interviewing Ramon Ayala. Like, really?
All right, get a microphone going on.
Yeah.
So here, do me a favor, Yaz. Give Valdez the green mic, and then you take that other mic, and then make sure you guys don't block your beautiful faces here. Otherwise, and we'll probably play a game in a little bit as well. Give out. I know. All right, so Todd said, "Yo," with Beef thinking about crotches energy. Yeah, which, and I wasn't, and I don't know why that's a go-to. And I would feel bad if I was a public, well, I guess of someone underground public persona, but and I did have a girl say that I gave her an STD on a social media platform. Yeah. Well, the herpes though. No.
We're doing this, are we?
Okay.
We're doing this.
Well,
Okay. I thought new month, new you.
well, I'm working on that. Yes, I do have relapses of old me.
What happened
Old
the
me
last time I
keeps-
was here? I was making fun of you.
Mm-hmm.
I will do it again.
Okay. Yes, but what were you making fun of me for? Do you recall?
They hit it and quit it.
Yeah, but I don't hit it and quit it. But I do.
No, not you.
Oh yeah.
The other side.
Oh yeah. Update on that one. She quit it. She quit it pretty hard. Yeah. So
It's okay.
yeah, apparently so. Yeah. I mean, she told me it wasn't me. It was her. So I'm like, oh, I never heard that before. So I believe you. No. All right. Fine.
Crickets.
Yeah,
Crickets.
okay. Well, it is what it is. And honestly, the more I proceed in dating, the more I am contemplating your advice. And your advice is straight up saying, just throw your dick away for a year. Like, yeah.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's a good advice?
Take a little break.
Take a break. Take a hint. Take a break.
The break, yeah. I'm 44 years of trying to, find love. I've been trying to find love, yes. I was thinking about this too because I'm
You
gonna
found it. It just didn't work out.
over and over again. I'm gonna be hanging out with my friends up at Phoenix for First Friday tonight, and I reached out to my sister Corey, right? And I was like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? She's like, I've been having a tough time. You come on up and let's hang out. And I was like, yes, same. Let's do that, right? And then we're gonna hang out with my friend Nicole, who's married to my friend Joel. Now she's angry divorced right now, right?
Oh.
But I'm gonna remind her, be like, hey, you had a good run. And yes, Joel's like a piece of shit now, but there was a good decade he wasn't a piece of shit. And that's pretty commendable because I can't go past 2 years without turning into a piece of shit, apparently. 3 years is my limit of relationship, and that last year is always bad. First 2 years pretty good though. You know?
Get
Legit,
tired.
there were Joel and Nicole.
Yeah, Joel and Nicole.
Could you ever marry somebody who rhymes with your name?
That's not a bad idea though. I like
I
it.
don't think anybody can rhyme with my name.
Spaz.
Yes!
No, Yasmin.
Explore
Taz.
the sciences and learn something new at the
Rock
University of
102.1
Arizona
KFMA.
College of
Well,
Science
luckily for
Lecture
you,
Series.
Yasmin,
This
I
four-part
rhyme
series will explore the
part-time.
mysteries
So we were
behind
talking
black
about on
holes,
the podcast
the
broadcast
formation
stream,
of planets and
how I
galaxies,
have
the
friends
history
just
of
divorced.
tree
They
ring
were Joel and
research,
Nicole, and they rhyme.
and revolutionary
And
new.
to have a rhyming
This is
name of your
what
partner is
I'm
pretty
looking
odd,
at.
but it does happen. You see that happen a lot. But Yasmin feels like she can't find her soulmate because nobody rhymes with her name. Now, Yaz and Taz, of course, is right there. But Yasmin, okay, that's a little difficult in trying to find a man name, like
A manly man.
a manly man's name that rhymes with that. Now, you know a lot of like Spanish names, Valdez. Oh, real quick, drop the I'm Valdez.
I'm Valdez.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice. Welcome back, dude. All right. So is there any like Spanish names that might fit with Yasmin on like a macho side
So it's
of
like
it?
Yasmin with the Z, right?
No, with an S.
Oh, with an S, that's even harder.
Is it even harder? Oh, I mean, it's still kind of the same sound, dude. So I don't think it's that different.
Yasmin, Cepillín. There you go.
Yeah, Sabine. Hey, Yasmin is
You
Sabine.
don't know who Sabine is.
Who's Sabine?
He's a very well-known Mexican clown.
There you go, though. There's,
My favorite.
there you go.
That
So-
is childhood right there.
All you need to do is find out and slide into Sabine's DMs, and you're good.
Who's gonna tell him he's dead?
Well, you know what? I'm sure there's plenty of people named after Sabine. May he rest in peace. All right. So if you know, if you know any, if you know any primos named Sabine, make sure you tell them to slide into Yaz Money's DMs.
It's gotta
She'll
be their
appreciate
legal name, not their street name. Doesn't count.
All right. Well, you know what? I got time. I want to give you a Florida woman story of the week. This one, of course, I'm sure KOD's covered as well. It's salacious. Let's do it.
Florida man, catch an alligator in the trash can. If you can't do it, no one can. Come on now, Florida.
This one I actually have a video. This is courtesy of 3TV, but this has gone viral. News stations all over the country are covering this Florida woman who's no longer allowed to pick up her kids at elementary school because of her marketing tactics and what she is promoting. Yes.
When I pull up
Check it
behind
out.
one of these vehicles,
Facebook messages, complaints, and TikToks.
you ban a vehicle.
Taking the front pew at a private Christian school in Tavares.
Oh, come on.
Not
Yeah.
just a tiny little emblem on the back of a car. It is taking up the entire back windshield of two vehicles.
Lexi Thomas is a parent at Liberty Christian who wants this ad on another parent's car to
The ad is onlyfans.com/Piper Fawn. And it rhymes too. So, you know, it's
I get the hustle, but there's other places to do it.
well, and it's not in Florida. You won't see it too many, like, you know, OnlyFans decals covering your back windshield in Arizona. Not yet. But in Florida, this is the main way to market yourself. And of course, you know, Piper Fawn, me being an investigative journalist, checked out the page and it looks like appropriate content if you're into MILF and, you know, homemade activities. So Piper Fawn has children that go to a Christian school that she pays good money for. So how is she going to continue to pay tuition? Well, make sure that everyone that is in line behind her subscribes while she picks up her children.
You mean all the husbands?
All the husbands,
the
yes.
husbands.
And of course, it's the wife. Not one husband is complaining in this news clip.
Nope.
100% wives being like, I find this deeply inappropriate. Meanwhile, a husband's like, no comment on camera, off camera. I appreciate her hustle.
Don't
All of a
check
sudden,
my bank
husbands have
account.
like PR guys. They're like, we at this time have no comment on this situation.
Yeah. Imagine how many arguments that were started between couples who've seen this, right? And they're at home and they're about to pay their annual tuition. And the husband's looking at how much it costs for the year and looking at his wife and be like, oh, you could really help out with this, you know? Like this could be practically free if you just put in a little bit of a moxie. Here.
that other parent
Here's
is
the mom.
Michelle Klein. And what she has is an OnlyFans.
Well, it's definitely linked to, explicit content, adult content for sure.
Klein, who goes by
I
Piper
know
Fawn,
she's making
says
money.
OnlyFans is
Oh,
her
yeah.
business
I'm
and way
the
of life.
confident.
Husband.
Yes, she
And also, I can't see her roots.
Yeah. She's not even saying it's definitely tasteful news. No. She's like, no, it's adult content, and that's what happens with OnlyFans. It starts with like peekaboob, and then it ends with
Wait,
what?
what about the kid?
What about the kid?
Is he gonna get bullied for this?
You're assuming it's a boy. If it's
Or
a boy,
is she gonna get bullied for this?
no. First off, if it's a boy, then that kid is gonna have lots of best friends, and he's gonna grow up legend.
He's gonna hate it.
No.
I know friends who have hot moms, and they hated the fact that that everybody was coming for them because they had a hot mom.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I'm friends with Mari. You know. Yeah, I'd
Mari
smash
has a
that.
hot mom.
Yeah. I'll set you up here, Valdez. All right, we're going to continue to go down the rabbit hole on the podcast broadcast where we're going to watch this video, youtube.com/beefvegan. We'll have Dead Posey joining us on the podcast broadcast in a little bit as well. You can keep it right here because music's on the way from Dead Posey and the Red Hot Chili Peppers on Rock 102.1. Red Hot Chili Peppers are a band out of LA, yes.
I know them.
Their drummer is Will Ferrell.
Let's watch just a little bit more of this. And then here's our pay scale. So here's another example of how you know it's expensive. So it's $12.99 for 31 days, right?
Her
and that's
account?
For her page.
For her page.
But that's 10% off, right? So she does bundles. You could do a yearly subscription for $134, but see, that's only just the beginning.
Beef, I know you have an OnlyFans account. Pull her account out. I want to see.
On the phone, but I didn't subscribe to it. Again, I investigate. OnlyFans is obviously one of those pop culture moments.
How serious is it that you need a big old decal to promote your business?
Well, it was like in the 80s when your mom was doing like, what was the makeup thing?
Yeah. Like, what is it? Mary Kay?
That, remember?
Yeah.
Mary Kay and your body are like two different things.
Right. This is the modern day Tupperware, honestly,
Yeah.
you know, of like moms and soccer moms having like a side hustle where they bring in an income. And unfortunately, this income is a lot if they do it right. And it always evolves very quickly from, again, tasteful nudes to hardcore porn. And you can almost see that evolution in real time. It happens within months. And so what happened is like, oh, here's a picture of my butt, $5. Nobody pays. Oh, here's a picture of my butt and my boobs, $5. Nobody pays. Here's a picture of me totally going down on this mailman right here. Somebody pays, right? And that's how it goes, and so quickly. And it goes to videos and stuff. It happens every single time. So if you have any girlfriends who's like, I think I'm just going to mess around and sell some feet pictures, just know it will start off with a couple pictures of the feet.
Escalate.
Yeah, and then it will and does.
I would
escalate.
be their marketing manager.
Yeah, you could do that.
I've offered because I feel like I can market this well through Twitter and hashtags. I know all the perverted hashtags, and I
don't even want to look at your Twitter.
It is scary. The homepage, it's like it's tits and death, like nonstop, and like people getting punched.
Did you ever open your Twitter feed in public and then it's like boom?
Oh yeah, no, I'm smart enough not to like try to let anyone see my phone in any scenario. It is sketch. I mean, but all right, let's watch a little more of this video. I'm intrigued to hear her defense as to why it's appropriate for her.
Let's hear it, Mom.
Yeah.
Mom and I have this, little wild, behind closed doors lifestyle that we've now decided to share.
But not all parents want what Klein is sharing, shared at school. With some moms complaining to Klein and the school telling her not to use the main entrance.
Oh, this is nice. She's at the park or she's at the school and she's pointing. She's like, that guy subscribes. That guy over there subscribes. That guy did subscribe.
You tell Tommy's dad that if he doesn't pay for the bundle,
yeah,
I'm not going to give him exclusive content.
Yeah, and stop with the weird requests because that's what it is. It's like creep requests.
But she looks like if OnlyFans was a person.
Yeah.
With the platinum blonde.
All of it.
Platinum blonde, like a 6 face.
Lips.
Yeah. Decent tan Florida body, they're out. She's going to age terribly because the sun nonstop, she's going to end up being a handbag. But
and instead drop her kids off across the street.
I was forced to have to, take it off
Yeah.
and not come on campus.
Just like
For
her fans.
OnlyFans.
Oh, see? Yeah, the school's so strict. They're like, hey, you're not allowed to come on campus. You come at home and you sell that footage on your OnlyFans. All right, that's what she said right there. All right, just a little bit more.
This private school say there's a simple solution if Klein wants to use the main drop-off. Why not take the decal off?
And that would seem like an easy thing to say, for sure. But for me, it supports my family.
Look at that
This
little one right
provides
there.
a very comfortable way of life for us.
Yeah, she's making so much money. She's like, I can't, man. I'm making too much money, and this is how we provide. It's pretty massive when you see that. And she's driving. These kids right now are obviously young. Obviously, because there's no way they're teenagers because she's driving all over Florida Mad advertising. I don't even have a Beef Vegan Presents sticker on my car. You know,
I've seen it on other cars.
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
have it
yeah.
on mine.
Yeah, I got to get more so we
Said,
get
"Who's
more
this
decals.
groupie?"
Which is good. It's good to market, but yeah, I mean, would you advertise your OnlyFans on your truck?
If I had fans, I would, but
Well, that's how you get fans, dude. You know, and honestly, I know that you like to be like self-deprecate, but Valdez, if you start an OnlyFans, there's definitely a fetish out there and a niche audience for you out there online.
Yeah, apparently there's someone for everybody.
Everybody.
Absolutely.
we gotta find
content
your
forever.
Sepine.
My Sepine. Calling all clowns.
Not juggalos.
Yeah.
Regular
No.
clowns.
No.
Didn't you just go to U of A basketball game last night?
I sure did.
Yeah.
Lucky.
I don't know how you do it. You know, she, Yaz, like burns the candle at both ends. Now, obviously, she's still young where she has that energy. She can flip that. But how many hours of sleep did you get last night?
This many.
It's all one hand.
4.
Oh
Four.
my
4 or
God.
5.
Take a finger away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
And then what are your plans tonight? Are you going to cover more games tonight? Are you double booked?
No. I
Okay,
got
that's good.
nothing to do today.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good.
I got nothing.
Nice.
I don't have a Roadrunners game. I don't have a basketball game. I don't got
Was it men's basketball or women's basketball last night?
men's.
And did we win?
Absolutely.
Nice.
They were up by like 20 like the whole time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And Yaz is also the queen of doing these crazy vacations. I don't know how she does
Oh,
this.
yeah, you went to Disneyland, right?
Just recently.
It wasn't, we didn't go to Disney. We just went to go to Goofy's Kitchen. So we went so it's the characters lunch, brunch, dinner that you can have there. And it's like a buffet style and it's inside the Disneyland Resort Hotel.
Ooh.
So you don't have to go into the park to do it.
Does it cost to even go in though?
You pay for the buffet, which is like anywhere from like $40 to $60.
Mm.
Was it a good buffet?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you get?
So
Look, I got a fat guy boner, and you got one too. Yeah.
I like $40. I could do
they
that.
have like a really good like stir fry and like sesame chicken, and
Hold
they
on
have
a
like
second.
roast beef.
I just want to point out, if you were like, "Yeah, I went to California, I hooked up with this guy," I'd be like, "That's cool. What'd you eat at the buffet?" Right? Like I do. Okay, so you got some stir fry. Continue. Like, what else did they have in this spread? A $60 buffet.
Okay,
you know,
so
obviously.
they have the whole salad bar. So they have like everything you need in a salad. So good. And then they have like the sliced roast beef, and they had like a Asian cuisine, and then they had like these amazing mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese, and their like specialty is like certain like remixed pizzas. I guess
Remixed pizzas.
There's like a peanut butter and jelly pizza that's
Ooh.
like for Goofy, like that's Goofy's specialty. I didn't have it, but apparently it's really good.
Did they give the food like stupid names, like instead of roast beef, like, oh, do you want a slice of roast Pluto?
Something like sometimes they try to get creative, but they don't. But the characters come around, and it's really hard to like talk to them because they don't talk. So so I'm just seeing Minnie Mouse with this big old smile going. Talking with their hands, and we're like, our faces are like this.
Yeah. What are you insinuating, Minnie?
But Goofy was on me. He was on one.
So you think
he kept coming around?
Right? You think he was crushing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we were the rowdy table. So every time he came around, we were like, "Whoa, it's Goofy!" And he liked the
found your
attention.
Sepine.
Yes. All right. I'd like to introduce you, our guest for this hour. So this we came across their post on Instagram the other day, and I had to share it because I thought it was like spot on as far as how this Universal Music Group and TikTok fallout affects artists who are, relying on social media to promote their product. Please welcome, joining us to the podcast broadcast. I'm assuming from LA. We got Danielle and Tony from Dead Posey. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning, that's correct. LA.
We're awake before our usual rise, so you guys are got us out of bed.
Congratulations.
I feel special
Not many
about
can
that.
do it.
Here we Yeah, all right, we're on the air, Rock 102.1 KFMA, and joining us via satellite all the way from LA is Dead Posey. And this is our podcast broadcast, so we're going to go back and forth. And I want to play your new single here in a little bit as well. But the reason why I reached out to you initially was because of this big news. I mean, this week has been a huge week as far as, big companies against social media. And then there was a fallout between Universal Music Group, UMG, and TikTok, to where Universal Music Group, who licensed and owns the publishing to a lot of artists, pulled their entire catalog from TikTok. Now, this affects TikTok users, but not more than it affects bands that really need the social media to help promote their product, like a band like Dead Posey, who just released a new single and has a new album. And you guys put it together pretty kindly. Like, what was your initial reaction once you heard this news and you found out that your music was no longer going to be allowed to be on TikTok?
The whole industry is relying on TikTok. They shove it down our throats every day saying, use TikTok, use TikTok. That's where you get discovered. This is where the industry lives now. So to go from that a few months ago, doing that, and it all being taken down and then being told, oh, it's okay, just put it on every other platform for now until things get figured out. So it was a little bit of a mind, you know what? It wasn't too much fun, we have our fan base, we are still going as business as usual, but it is a big cutting you off at the knees because it is a platform that gets the most organic growth. And now we're kind of in the water a little bit right now.
And there was no warning either. I think that was, there's so many levels between band and the decision making that allowed this to happen. Now we understand, look, the label group is trying to, negotiate for better royalties and better protection on the platform. We understand all that. We're not opposed to that, but for a band like us that's distributed by UMG, us and many thousands of other artists fall into this category. But, this all happened very suddenly. We got an email literally the night before from our publisher and the label we work with. That's, again, like kind of an independent label. These are not, this is not the majors at UMG like Interscope. So very sudden thing.
They weren't even aware either.
Yeah.
So for us, we're like, if UMG fully was for the artists right now, we feel that we would have gotten an email a week ago. Like SAG deals with all of their union members. They let them know ahead of time what's going on. And for us, no one was aware of this whole thing. So we were kind of caught with our pants down, so to speak.
Right as we're launching, a new album, and we literally just put the first sort of song out from it like past weekend, and with all the talks with the label, the whole strategy now is use TikTok to grow your audience, connect it to the official sound, which promotes song. Like, we get that. We're all in, and so it just makes you realize how tenuous this is and how reliant we are on kind of this couple platforms.
Well, it's like big tech, any kind of streaming is involved with that big tech, and TikTok, all of it, and even Instagram. At any time, this could happen on any platform.
Yeah.
So what's the alarming thing about this is, yes, it happened on TikTok today with one specific group, UMG.
Right.
Whoever's under UMG, this affected, but this could affect other people tomorrow with something else. And so it's a bigger systemic problem for all musicians that we just don't have a union protecting us for any of this stuff. And we're always the last to get paid. And so it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. We're not trying to play our little violin, but it is tough out here on these streets when you work endless hours. And I know I'm preaching the choir. I'm sure you guys do too. And you want to get paid for what you do if it's getting used. And when your stuff's getting used as a musician and you're not getting paid much, all these big tech companies, UMG CEO, I think, makes like $200 billion a year or something like that.
Million,
So it's insane, so
and that's how it is with with all bands right now, no matter what the level, like the labels way that they market music now is the same thing. What are you going to do on TikTok? Like this is what every single label, no matter again how many units an artist is moving, I hear the same thing over and over again from every single artist that I've talked to. It's really up to the individual artist to utilize that, to get it out there, to reach the youth, to be able to market themselves. Now, this is such a weird thing too, because you technically own your own music and publishing as well. So are you even allowed to do like on TikTok, like a workaround where you do like a live acoustic version of your song and then do like a silly dance or some nonsense to get people's attention on there?
Right. Yes, of course. Can do that. We did try to post our acapella of our new single, and that got taken down immediately. So we're like, all right, that's not going to work. But
We're seeing what things we can work around, and with us, the publishing actually is independent from UMG. So it's a whole thing about the music industry. There's the publishing and the recording, and they're different copyrights and everything. And right now, this is dealing with the recordings, meaning the master recordings. It's also dealing with publishing. It's just that our publishing doesn't go through that. It's a totally independent through this other company. So we don't have to worry about it there, but any of the recordings, the master recordings of the song, you do have to, that will get taken down. But even that's kind of chaotic, and sometimes they don't catch it, and we're sort of figuring out exactly what that.
Yeah, we're trying to make lemonade out of lemons right now. So we're trying to figure out what the best route is on that platform specifically. So
we're waking up early. We're talking to you guys. We're we're figuring it all out.
Exactly, and that's what we're doing. We're making lemonade out of lemons in this situation. I want you to basically introduce your new single, because I know you have an album coming out. You just announced that you're going to be a part of Mad World over in Spain, which is a massive lineup. We'll talk about that on the podcast broadcast stream. But first, I want to share with everyone listening right now on Rock 1 2.1 your new single, Zombies. So tell me a little bit about Zombies and then set it up for me.
I mean, it's the most fitting song for everything going on right now. It's just we're pissed off and we wanted to let our rage out. And what better way than with music? You know, we've just been fed up with different things in life. So this song's for anybody that wants to quit their job, you know, punch their ex-best friend in the face.
Ex-best friend.
You, Valdez.
Whatever it is.
It was kind of inspired by, sort of social media and like how everyone's clawing over each other for attention, likes and stuff, especially in the music world. And it is fitting that this is happening now.
And the big thing is, I'm the villain, so off with their heads is you're going to be the villain in someone's story, so might as well own it. So.
I love it. Yeah, now I got a new theme song. So let's get into it. There's a world debut of Dead Posey. Zombies is the name of the track. You can stream then anywhere you can stream music except for TikTok. And we're going to continue the conversation. Moving on youtube.com/beefvegan. Was that too soon? Was that too soon to say?
No.
We're all about gallows humor. So
yeah, please get on thick.
Yeah, it keeps us alive. Gallows humor these days.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, what I like about the argument is I know that you're not alone in this fight, and at least that there's people out there kind of making noise to say, hey, this ain't cool for us. Let's figure it out, and hopefully it will get figured out. Let me introduce my friends real quick, Tony and Danielle. This is Mari, the top. We got Valdez and Yaz Money, and so you guys are based out of LA. How long you guys been? How'd you guys meet up?
So we've been in LA. I've been in LA my whole life. He moved from Michigan when you were like
I was
8.
I was a wee child, a long time ago.
Nice.
And then we met on set of his old band back in the day when I was doing more of the acting thing. So that's how we met.
Like another lifetime ago. And then
11 years ago?
Yeah.
About 12. Yeah. She was started to do music independently. I was, producing stuff and in that band. And then we just started working together. She had a couple other bands at first that kind of morphed into, it's basically just morphed into what we're doing now. And we put a bunch of songs out, a few EPs, done a bunch of touring, and this is the first official album where we're kind of collecting the tunes and putting it into a real album.
Well, we're excited to put a collection of work together. now.
Yeah, so this is about to be like the big coming out. So the timing of this whole thing couldn't be worse, really. But there is, there's positive though. I mean, being announced on the Mad Cool Festival in Madrid. Look at this festival lineup here, and this is going to make you guys all want to just buy plane tickets to go to Madrid. We Dua Lipa. Yeah. So Dead Posey's performing on the first night with the headliners Dua Lipa, Smashing Pumpkins, Janelle Monáe, Garbage, Sexy Red, Nothing But Thieves. They're right smack dab in the middle of all that. The next night's headlined by Pearl Jam, Måneskin, I never pronounced that name right, and The Killers, all some of the headliners on this massive festival, which I'm sure is only kind of like the beginning of kind of a festival circuit, right? Are you guys planning on trying to hit up a bunch of festivals and be on festivals around the country this summer?
Yeah, of course. You know, with the festival, just as like yours, it's very political. You know, you have to have the right thing happen the right time to get put on the right thing. So we're just seeing what's going to happen as we keep on releasing some of this album. So
yeah, we're
fingers crossed.
Pitching to all of them, and eventually we'll get the slots will start to fill in a little more.
Yeah, because we're definitely ready to be out of the studio because we feel like we're getting a little bit of that cabin.
We've been in here a lot the last year.
It's a nice looking studio, though.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, dark's a good style. You got good lighting too. What's the name of the album? When's this dropping?
So we haven't officially announced the name of the album yet, but if you go on our socials, you can get.
We tease it a lot, and with the next single, we're announcing like release date and title, so we won't officially do that here,
but if you want to know, go to our socials. You'll probably figure it out.
All right. Oh, I love it. Well, this is the first time, but not the last time that we're meeting you guys. I do appreciate you, taking time out and waking up early to talk to me about this, because I find it wildly intriguing, and I'm, you're fighting a good fight, and we're on your side, and we wish you all the best, and hopefully this gets resolved here soon, and we continue to promote your music through the social media platforms, and no other conglomerate takes it away.
We appreciate you guys as well. Just getting word out, getting any bit of truth out for any musician is always helpful for the entire community. So we appreciate you guys, because what you do helps us, and rising tides lifts all ships, as they say.
And it seems like a lot of people are interested in this, because a lot of people have been commenting and are really getting informed.
There's a whole conversation online right now.
Yeah. So it's
that was a very well worded post that you did, and of course I shared every single page of that to kind of from your perspective, and I think you represent a lot of musicians in your position as well, and this helps explain to just the average person, because the average person is like, oh man, I can't use Hotline Bling in my video anymore, but like no, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that.
Well, the independent artists, some of the other ones that haven't been affected, also are like, yes, now we can cut through the noise, but they're not realizing that other independent artists are actually being clamped right now. So it's good to get it out. Yeah, it's not a victory for anybody. Yeah. So you guys just even talking about it on your morning show helps, any bit helps spreading this actual truth of what's actually affecting.
I'll tell you what else I'll do too. I had when I started off the year this year, I had a song that I was just like, I like this song, so I want to break the rules. I'm going to play this song every day in the month of January. Well, January is over, and so that was Hurt by Dead Poet Society. I want to keep a Dead theme going on, right? So
there you go.
I am going to play during my morning show Dead Posey Zombie every single morning that I'm on the air for the month of February. It's a shorter month. I apologize.
Oh, there's an extra.
That is awesome.
Is there? Oh, there's an extra. Yeah, but I'm taking President's Day off, so counts the same.
And we're right next to each other in the alphabetical.
And this is my birthday too. That's a great birthday present. So thank you.
Well, happy birthday, Danielle, and it's good meeting you. And again, once we find out what the name of the album is and when it's going to drop, we'll have you back on the podcast broadcast, talk more about that. Good luck in Madrid. Have fun with that, and we'll talk to you guys soon. It's good meeting you both.
Yeah, thanks.
Lovely.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. Dead Posey, everyone. So yeah, Zombie's going to be the song that will be on my basically single song takeover every day as I continue to like break rules and piss off management. But hey, man, if they're going to make me play Metallica every day, then I am going to pick something that I want to play every day. And that's what we do there. So It should be good. All right. Let's get ready for this next segment here, which I have. You were a prison guard, right?
Yeah, I was a CO at the county hotel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The county hotel, is that what they called it?
Tucson Hilton, yeah.
Tucson Hilton?
And we called it all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
What did you call him?
A CO.
No, but that's not what you said.
A prison guard?
Yeah. I don't know. It just sounded very.
You know, Andy Dufresne.
It
who,
sounded
crawled to the
very
wall.
Alcatraz.
Valdez does sound very
He
Alcatraz.
was a corrections officer.
Okay, well, corrections officer, CO, a detention officer, DO. This is all lingo I picked up when I was serving
It's
time.
okay. The youths are abbreviating everything, so we get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just part of the culture. So Valdez is a large man, and he was, he was the Punisher in jailhouses and making sure that people weren't hurting each other and everything else, right?
Shout out to 3 Bravo, baby.
Yeah. Now, where did you do your service at again? What was it? You said you called it the Tucson Hilton, but it was just a jail. It was a co-ed
Pima
jail.
County Jail here.
Okay,
and
Pima County
also
Jail.
the Coconino County Jail in Flagstaff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Flagstaff.
Yeah.
And I had inmates to transfer from one to the other, so I was like their CO twice. It was funny.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever caught inmates getting it on?
No, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, apparently, there's constant sex going on in women's prisons. This, according to self-proclaimed biker chick Jamie Burgess, and she reportedly wants to be able to live stream women's prison cell block orgies on OnlyFans.
Oh,
Yes. Now, she's currently serving time. No, this is a legitimate story. All right. So she's currently serving time in a correctional facility. All right. And she says that women who've never been with a woman usually end up with a woman before they leave.
True.
Yeah.
So true.
Yes, because they got nothing else to do.
You unlocked memories now. I'm like, okay.
if Orange is the New Black taught me anything, it's that's what happened.
That's a thing, right? Now, the craziest thing that she says she's seen in lockup is a 5-woman orgy in just one of the rooms, right? And you got to do something to like pass time, right? The minutes go by slow, but they go by very quick when you're in an orgy, I hear. Now, with that, she says she believes that the prison, and this is actually kind of like a smart idea, right? A lot of these prisons, these private prisons, they're starting to get shut down because they're corrupt. Because when you're like a private institution, then your business is incarcerating people, and then the system gets corrupt, and we just keep throwing people in prison just so these private prisons can make their money. But now we got to switch to a public prison system. It'll be more fair in the long run. But the problem with public prison systems is they're not cost effective, right? So
the city's in the works of wanting to build another prison.
Right.
Yeah.
They want to build a new prison.
Really? Well,
but the city's like,
no, I know. Well, because they're like, well, this is just going to cost us money. We're not going to make money. Well, how do you make money? Well, then you stream it on OnlyFans. Now, of course, Jamie Burgess, she thinks that having CCTV feed on OnlyFans for lesbian orgies, where if they provided toys, would rake in thousands of dollars. And I'm thinking, you're way off. You're talking billions. Are you kidding me?
you just included a whole other market. Toys, advertisements,
lesbians, prison sex. Take my money. I would literally, I would take a loan out just to be a subscriber.
Prison sex, yes. The chick in Florida, no.
No, yeah. Well, they wouldn't even be charged so much, but if it does manage, as far as sex toys, they're not allowed in a prison, obviously. But if one does manage to get one snuck inside, it could fetch as much as $100. So prison currency.
They just make their own.
Yes. It's funny.
What beef was so funny?
I dated a girl in high school. Her nickname was McCutie because she had a booty, right? And she was kind of mental. But we hit it off, and it was very flirtatious, and she was kind of like the one, right? Just the way that, like, everything that I like in a girl. But unfortunately, she's a little too mental, a little too hoey, and then she got into meth. It is what it is.
But you
but I loved her, right? All right. So years after she fell off and I didn't see her. Last I saw her, she was literally like slamming methamphetamine in an apartment that had no electricity and just candles, right?
Holy hell.
Yeah. And she's like, "You want some?" I'm like, "Nope, I gotta go."
I
So,
want to save you.
Yeah, I want to save.
I want to fix you.
You know that's my
like
style.
A meth Laura Ingalls just like doing meth and candlelight.
Yeah, I know. And I was gonna save her, but then I realized some people aren't. They just can't be saved. I saw her on a reality TV show,
No, you
Jail.
didn't.
Yes, I did. Reality TV
I
show,
love that
Jail.
show.
Yes, and it was Maricopa County. It was Tent City, and she was on there because she got in trouble because she made soap into a dildo.
Yeah.
And it was massive. So I knew it would never work out with me and McCutie. But she showed
Cutie was book smart.
Yeah, she was like the MacGyver of jail dildos. All the girls around her were just like, "Oh, you need some pleasure?
That's
Just go
really
to
bad
McCutie."
for you, though. You shouldn't be putting soap all the way.
I
in there.
know.
Yeah, I know.
Hey man,
like-
desperate times call for desperate measures.
Wow. But,
Yes.
so
How
in
desperate do
summary,
you have to be?
I feel like I dodged a bullet in that one. Or
You did.
Yeah, dodged a
You
couple
did.
things.
So
So
she's not a rescue dog. Like you can't rescue her. You
Like,
can't be
they-
like, this is my rescue girlfriend, but who really rescued who? Like
I did love her. All right,
she was your Sepine.
she's my Sabine.
Sorry, it's gonna be that thing now.
All right, we're keeping the conversation moving on to podcast broadcast. Your beef tip coming up next. Stick around. Yeah.
Wait, were we on the air for that?
Yeah, we were.
Whoops.
And it was real.
Glad I didn't tell my lady inmate story. Damn.
No, I know. We didn't get too graphic on that, but that was pretty. I mean, it was massive. I was like, how many bars of soap did you use?
I used to
How
refuse to
much-
work the women's pod, but if you walked in there and you weren't feeling so sexy, walk into a women's pod, you'll
will
feel
humble
really
you.
sexy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know. I remember when I was in Tent City, I was on the furlough side, right?
Okay.
So the furlough side had the men's and the women's connected by a fence.
Mhm.
And sometimes there'd be holes in the fence, and you would see guys in the middle of the night hugging the fence like this.
No way.
Oh yeah, just putting their D through the hole, and because on the other side it's a lot of prostitutes and whatever, right? So for like a honey bun, you can get some things.
For some noodles.
Yeah, dude. You want some peanut M&Ms, girl? Bloop. Just don't see this, and I think even without even that, I think it was like a calling card, right? So like a girl could just like look over the fence and see like 3 dicks just kind of poking through it and be like, "All right, take your pick."
Any, mini, miny,
Yeah.
mo.
Not lady inmate. So like, what are you offering? Like Snickers next. Like what else? Like 2 honey buns, maybe.
Yeah. No.
I got a bag of hot Cheetos and a Maruchan.
They're like that. So
Yeah. So they shut that down, obviously.
You don't say.
Yeah. But man, in the 90s, the late 90s, it was all, just go for it. It was crazy too because it was Tent City, it was outside, so everything was in it. Like Tent City was easy to get stuff in because people would just go on the outside and just throw shit over the fence. And it would just land on top of things. So like cigarettes, drugs,
Yo,
whatever.
I remember Tent City. They were like when drones started coming out, they started like drones started leaving, like dropping
Mhm.
cigarettes and drugs and all sorts of stuff.
That was a way so they didn't have to get too close. But man, there was that was such a flawed like system from the very
Shout out
beginning.
Joe Arpaio.
Right. I was the
Idiot.
one. I was the idiot who I would sneak cigarettes in on the furlough side. I would sneak cigarettes in. I did a couple different
Where'd
things.
you hide them?
Okay, so one time I taped them around my crotch, right?
Mhm.
So you gotta make a flat, and I did a whole bunch of like tape. And luckily, I was 18 years old, so the
so
cops.
you were stupid.
I was stupid for sure, but the cops also didn't look at me like a suspect, right? Like somebody who would do this. I also
Yeah,
snuck
they
them.
really thought you were stupid.
Yeah, well, I was because honestly,
Why were you there?
I was there for possession of marijuana when I was 17, and they waited till I was 18, and I didn't have any kind of family backing, and they threw the book at me. So, but first, I was at peak fucking up, right? So I just kept messing up. They started giving me weekends at first. I had 10 weekends in a row, and it was during the summer, and it's hot, dude. But yeah, I would sneak in the cigarettes. I put some underneath the sole of my shoe, flatten them down. But that's how I made friends and money. And then you would get like $5 a cigarette. And then you take that to, they had,
Commissary.
Commissary. They have vending machines that you could go and you could get like Gatorades and all different candies
So
and
this
stuff.
was a cash only
yeah.
establishment.
Yeah. This was 90. This was 98. Yeah, this is going down, man. Yeah.
98.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
want to know how old I was in 98?
How old were you?
8.
Oh, you were so innocent. And I'm hanging out with gangsters, right? Just smuggling in
I'm too busy watching Xenon Girl of the 21st Century
Yes.
and you're over here sneaking cigarettes in your crotch.
trading it out for weed, getting stoned in jail.
That
sucks.
8-year-old girl had no idea that this would be happening.
Yeah. You're like, someday I'm gonna hang out with that guy.
I was playing college baseball. I'm like, little did I know.
Yeah, I know. But we were able to play bones and cards, and I did learn a lot of stuff here, a lot of different stories. Almost, got hurt a couple times, and lost a lot of weight. I mean, I was at my skinniest after my tent city diet, just sweating it off, dude, sweating it off.
You're
Yeah.
looking kind of skinny right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Is it
thanks.
because you stopped dating?
Uh,
Are you focusing on you?
No,
like
man.
I told you to do.
I like that. I like that you said that because I've been feeling fat. I don't know.
When I feel fat, I get more compliments, and I'm just like, "Are you stupid?"
Well, no, guys like them thick. It's like you get fatter, but like, damn, girl, you looking fat. And that's
I'm
good.
thinking of the other kind of fat, but you're thinking like fat.
No, I'm pretty hot and tempting, but also thick ass, right? Why do you come in here?
Why do I? On my lunch hour. On my lunch hour.
There are bagels in the kitchen after we're done. So yeah.
Where's
you-
Justin? Justin would never treat me like this.
Yes, he would. I'm training him up. He's a young man, but he's learning. Just like I learned when I was in prison.
You still
Or
need to
jail.
learn.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
Do you?
Hey,
Focus
shout
on
out
you.
to OG number 1. He got me out of football retirement.
Yeah, so Valdez is doing adult tackle football, and Manny is their coach.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm doing flag football.
Are you?
Yes, I'm on a flag football team.
Dude, you know what rhymes with the Yasmin? Valdez. And you just gotta be
I like,
flexible.
why you always gotta one up me, bro? I'm doing semi-pro ball. You're like, I'm doing flag football. I'm like,
No,
fine.
Sam is,
My
no,
thing's
yours
not
is way
important.
up. I am not a fit. I stopped working out a couple years ago because I had a panic attack at the gym and I haven't been back since. So me just like making any bit of activity is an achievement.
So what position are you playing in flag football?
Right now I'm defense.
Okay.
She's like, Jack linebacker.
Yeah, dude. So I didn't know. Is this all female league or is it
Yeah.
co-ed? Okay. And you just signed up for this?
Mm-hmm.
Have you done any games yet?
Yeah, we've had a few.
Why have you not invited me
Because
to the games?
I'm waiting to be really good so that.
Why have you not put an OnlyFans feed?
Yeah. What do you wait until you're 40? I mean, at what point are you going to assume you're going to be really good?
Okay. But Valdez is over here playing.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Your offensive line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just found out last night that I could be center. Who
Nice.
knows?
Fuck yeah. I would have you in front of me any given day. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
when we go to live events, I look at you like my offensive
Every
lineman.
time you
blocking
hike the
everybody.
ball, you gotta say Valdez.
Instead of Omaha. Valdez. We got somebody on the phone. Rock 1, 2.1. Who's this?
Maureen.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, are you gonna do Fuck My Life soon? Because I need to vent.
Well, you can give us an F My Life right now for sure. I got about 90 seconds. So what is it?
So on the 26th, I deposited $2,600 into my bank account. And this morning I wake up to a text from Chase Bank saying that my account's overdrawn by $700. Clearly, if I have the money to cover that, then it wouldn't be overdrawn, but they deposited into somebody else's account. So now my rent and all these other bills my happy ass has been paying are overdrawn.
Oh my.
And I got to figure that out, but I have to work, and my job is so micromanaged that I don't have time to figure that out today, and I got to work on it tomorrow.
Oh, that is definitely an F My Life because they owe you $2,600. They just put it in a different account, huh?
They did, yeah, and I have like the tracking number on the bottom of one of the checks, so hopefully I can go back and figure that out in the cash because $1,100 was in cash. But I was just like, damn, like fucking Miranda tellers, I have bills to pay here, and I don't want my credit to be just disturbed or anything. So
No, it's brutal. I mean, you'll get that money back, which is good. Unfortunately, you don't get anything on top of that. Like oh, sorry about that. Here's an extra $20 credit.
Pain and suffering, something.
Serious.
Sorry for our mistake.
Yeah.
yeah, I hope you're right, and I hope like my apartment manager understands that as well as all these other bills I've been paying.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they have a heart. And
This is the universe sign you quit your job and start an OnlyFans like the Florida lady.
Hold on.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm 53. I think it's a little late.
No, it's never too late, Morgan. I just
late.
subscribed. All right, no, we're on the air. We're wrapping up the show on the FM side, so no cursing, Morgan. But I think that's enough my life. Yeah, as you say the same.
1000%.
Yeah, and Mari. So I like to thank everyone for coming in, of course, and Dead Posey for popping in on the stream. Yaz, Money, Valdez, both of you. Good luck with your professional football career. And Mari, thank you as well. Oh, we'll do a couple minutes overtime on the podcast broadcast stream. Till then, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll be back Monday morning, bright and early. Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Later. I think I was cut off on the FM side. Thank you, Morgan.
Yeah,
good luck with that. She hung up.
I
All
once had money deposited into my account and nobody ever claimed it.
Oh.
And so I just kept it. It was like $1,200.
Who's the real gangster?
It was like $1,200. And my ex mother-in-law, she worked at a bank, and I asked her like, "Hey," because I knew she was gonna tell me like report it to the bank.
Yeah.
And like she goes, "Wait it out." She goes,
Yeah.
"Wait it out, because then maybe like they'll know that they caught on to it, and then they'll take it out of your account.
Yeah.
But just wait it out." So like 1 week went by, 2, 3, and then it didn't. And then it was just like one of those things where it was like a miracle.
Yeah.
And I saw the check because like they scanned the check that was like, so it was not 1 but 2 deposits.
Two $600 checks?
No,
Did it
it
have a
was
different
like
name on it?
one was $1,200 and the other one was like $1,700.
Did you get them both?
Yes.
So you got like
Wow,
2,900. So you got $3,000.
Yeah.
Wow. And it was the
Like
name
a
similar?
sign from God. You could barely even see like the chicken scratch of like whatever
Yeah.
name it was, but it came from like North Carolina or something like that. Like it just came out of nowhere, it landed in my account, and I was just like,
That's
hello?
amazing.
How rich are you though that you don't notice that $3,000 didn't get deposited into your account?
And
Well,
I
it got
thought,
deposited,
I
yeah.
thought it was like maybe somebody's rent money or something, but I don't know.
You almost felt bad while
I
you were at
almost felt
Disneyland with the
bad,
fast
and
pass.
But this was this
You're
was
like, "Oh, I feel so bad."
I think this was after college, so this was like 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. I've never been so lucky. What was the most that you've ever like found or been given as far as money? Do you ever find like $100 bill or anything? She found $3,000. You guys get anything?
20?
20, yeah.
I have the bad habit of picking up trash and throwing it away. So I
Mhm.
went to pick up trash and it ended up being $300 in cash.
See, that's good. That's lucky.
But have you ever had somebody send you money for some treats?
No.
Treats.
For what? For
some treats.
For some treats.
One time I went to Disneyland and I told this guy, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get one of these like spicy pickles or whatever." No, I was like, no, I'm just gonna get a regular one because what if it's too spicy? I'm not about to spend $4 on a water.
Uh-huh.
Sent me $75 and was like, "Get whatever you want." And I was like, "Ooh."
That's a desperate guy. And you didn't bang him, right?
No.
There was a hesitation there, but like normally that would be the case. Or like
at best I could give you an expired coupon to like Pollo Feliz. Like, that's all I got. Man.
I got in and out doubles. Which I've been doing.
I got those too.
Yeah. So that's part of this is my my Good Samaritan move of the year, right? I've been taking the extra in and out doubles for that we give away for at the Roadrunners games.
Okay.
And I walk around like a super baller and I just tip people with them.
Nice.
But I've been tipping the security and the staff at the TCC. Those guys stand on their feet all the time. They're just underappreciated. So I like really smoothly, like, here you go. I appreciate you, like, doing that all day long.
You know what? I think I saw you do that.
Yeah, you know you did.
It was like what is it? Secondhand embarrassment.
Were you embarrassed?
I was like, oh my gosh, these people are gonna think like.
No, I feel like they light up when they see me now. They're like, it's the cheeseburger man.
You need to do that with the mini donuts upstairs.
Ooh, yes.
Don't
Yeah.
do
Those.
that's where you do it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I want mini donuts.
It's really hard to like
Feed
just
me.
squeeze those in somebody's palm, though. You know what I mean? Discreetly.
Like a debit card. Like
Yeah, I do it like it's a drug transaction. Like, don't tell them.
I did that
Well,
with
because you're not supposed.
I know. I'm stealing them technically.
I did it with homeless people because Monchai had all these like free Whataburger coupons that were gonna expire.
Yeah.
And he's like, here you go. I'm like, dude, I'm only one guy. Like, I can't eat 80 friggin' Whataburger. So I went, there's like Skid Row. I'm like, you get a free burger.
Yeah.
You get a free. These
Here,
homeless
Oprah.
dudes are like, what's happening?
Yeah, absolutely. I've done it. I've done it for homeless people. I also do it for people in the drive-thru.
There's a line of homeless people at Whataburger.
They're like, Grimace. I'm like, close, but
I know. I think I heard that. I was like, you know who really appreciates that? Whataburger. They're like, oh, great. Love that our lobby's filled with people who didn't spend any money and smell like shit. That's amazing. You know?
like, who gave these to you? Brown Grimace? Like, what the hell is a Brown Grimace?
Being sabotaged by McDonald's.
And then you come in to use your coupon.
I'm like, hello.
Well, it was a good time today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as well. Lots of laughs. Be on the lookout for all the little clips. I'll make some good little clips from this. And then hopefully, we'll do it again here very soon. All right. So good luck with your football. You tell me the next games that you're playing. I'll be at both
You tell
yours.
me when you say no to a date.
Ooh.
Damn.
It's easy.
I'll take you to. I'll invite you to one of my games.
Wait, is that a date? Because I won't go.
No.
Damn.
I want you to not date.
I'm just kidding. No, I do want to go to that.
You want to go to one of my games?
Absolutely, yes. And I'll be like the biggest cheerleader at both of your games. I got to represent for Manny as well. But
I'll even take pom poms. That's how dedicated I am.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that the boyfriends of the players they'll come and they're tailgating and they also play for like other flag teams.
Yeah.
But they play on different days.
Mhm.
I think the women play on Sundays or something. Anyways, the first game I went to, they're vaping, they're smoking, they have their like twisted iced tea tall cans. Like
they're tailgating.
They're tailgating. They're
Yeah.
there. And then they're coaching their girlfriends at the same time or their wives. And they're just like, babe, you need to get somebody to cover.
Nice.
And I'm just like looking around. I'm just like, I need to bring my friends here.
Yeah. I'll be that guy. I'll be like,
Yeah.
I'll get tore up and then just tell you how you're doing wrong.
They're on Sundays?
Or be like, way to hustle.
You need a spread. Go.
I'll just be the Dak Prescott yelling at you. Here we go.
Valdez, Omaha.
All these people.
We're out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the flip side.